What's up guys, Jaboosle here, and we are back with another helpful Arena Breakout video. Now in this one, we're going to be going over how you can maximize your performance in game for Arena Breakout. That way you can get the most FPS possible, and of course, so that you can play to the best of your ability. Some of the stuff that we're going to go over is going to be super simple tips, but at the end of the day, everything is going to work towards that goal of getting the best performance in Arena Breakout as possible. This should apply to pretty much everyone, regardless of what device you are on. And yes, we will be going over both Android and iOS options. So anyway, kicking it off, number one, we are going to restart our mobile device. I know this seems like a super simple and super obvious thing, but trust me, I know a lot of people do not regularly restart their devices and then wonder why they're running so slowly or why our apps crashing and things like that. It's just good device practice to restart your devices every once in a while, and obviously to make sure that you have the latest updates and things like that. So make sure you regularly restart your phone if you have been noticing that games or even just normal apps are crashing and slowing down and things like that. It could be a simple fix. It could literally just be that you need to restart your device. That way you can clear the RAM and stuff. So just go ahead and do that first. Now, after you do that, the second thing you're going to do is head over to your settings, and then you're going to find your applications, and then you're going to find Arena Breakout. Now in here, we're going to go ahead and hit storage, and then we are going to clear the cache. Again, another super simple tip, but it is an effective one. Sometimes you are running into little issues and stuff, and it's as simple as just clearing the cache, and that will go ahead and fix it up. It's not going to magically make your FPS, double or anything like that. But if you have been noticing some slowdown or some crashes and stuff, then this might be the fix that you needed. Now, our third tip is another pretty obvious one, but again, very, very effective. We are going to lower the graphics settings. The fact is that maybe your device can't handle the higher graphical settings, and lowering it might actually improve your frame rate. Now, you don't have to use the lowest graphical options, but at the end of the day, these are going to give you the best performance possible. It's really up to you. If you want to keep some of that visual fidelity and eye candy and stuff, then you can use something like medium or high, but I do recommend going for low, even if you're on a really good device, because it does give you the most FPS possible. Now, when it comes to your frame rate options, this one is going to be subjective. Some devices will have the 90 FPS and 120 FPS options available, and some of them will not. At the end of the day though, I think 60 really is the sweet spot. You do have to remember that 120 FPS will make your phone heat up a bit more. You are literally pushing out double the frame rate instead of 60, so you do have to remember that. So even if your phone can handle 120, it might not be the best option if your phone can't be adequately cooled. Maybe 90 FPS would be a better solution for you. It all really depends, but at the end of the day, I think as long as you're getting 60, that should be a pretty good sweet spot. Now, our fourth option here is going to be to close all background processes. The fact of the matter is that you might have like 10 plus apps opened up at the same time that you're trying to play a game, and all of those apps can be consuming system resources in the background. So what you're going to want to do is get rid of all of them. To piggyback off of that, some phones will actually come with a little system resource cleaner widget that will actually help with this too. It'll basically just go and clear any background services and tasks and stuff to get rid of anything that might be taking up your system resources. And it's a good idea to basically use this before you jump into game. That way you know that you have the most system resources available when you actually jump in. And lastly, if you are on Android and you are still not getting the performance that you want to be getting in Arena Breakout, then I highly recommend that you check out the light version of Arena Breakout. For those that don't know, yes, there is a light version that has tuned down resolution and textures and stuff like that. That way it can run even better on lower end devices. The great thing about the light version too is that it is the same game as the main game. It has all the same content, maps, guns, all of that stuff, and you can even play with and against other players that are playing on the main version of the game. So it doesn't lock you out into a different game or anything like that. It's literally just a cut down version of the game graphically. That way it can run better on devices that aren't really meant to play games in the first place. If you want to check out the light version, then you can download it on their website. I'll leave a link in the description and in the pinned comment. But yeah, those are basically all of the tips that I can give you so that you can maximize your performance in Arena Breakout. The only other things that I can really think of are just, make sure you don't play while you're plugged in and charging, because that might be heating up your phone and that might drop your FPS and stuff like that, especially if you're on something like an iPhone, which doesn't have any real active cooling or anything like that. But besides that, pretty much that is everything that you can do to maximize your system resources on your mobile device. That way you can play Arena Breakout with the highest FPS possible. If this video ended up helping you out, then make sure you drop a like. It really does help me out. And if you have any additional tips, then make sure you leave them in the comments down below. I'm sure people would love to see any additional tips to increase their performance in this game. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and turn notifications on, because I will be going live over the next few weeks playing Arena Breakout. So if you are interested in checking that out, then make sure you guys have notifications on. But anyway, that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.